Okay, got my tall fence on. It's square to the table. I got my blade set so that I just cut above that 1/2 inch joint and into the 5/8 joint. And I've got my boxes all oriented the correct way. And then when I get ready, I've got these wedges here to put into the 1/8 inch cut to keep the box from collapsing when I run and make that last cut. So here we go. Looks pretty good. Gotta do a little, you're always gonna have to do a little fine tuning with a hand plane to take care of those little minor gaps. But that looks pretty good. Got just a little gap right here in this corner. But I'll clean that up. That looks good. On to the next one. There you go. Four box joint boxes. I'll take and sand, this one's sand. I'll sand the edges, these hard edges here, round them over a little bit. Run some paper on these edges, take care of these burns. Probably run that with like some 100 or 120. And that'll help smooth out the fit a little bit too. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Not that sanding's all that much fun, but this is some 100 grit paper I'm using with our very super cool tool sanding block, and it just makes this pretty easy process. This one. That fits better already. That looks nice. Hit this top a little bit. All I'm trying to do here is just establish my fit. I'll come back with some finer grit sandpapers when I get done with that. A little bit of a gap there, not too bad. You can see this edge looks good. This edge as well. This one looks good, and this one I've got just the tiniest little bit of a gap right there. So maybe I'll hit that just a little bit more. But you don't want to get too carried away, because you can start to change the whole geometry of everything. But that, you know, I'm pretty happy with that. I might give this just, you can see where that's where my gap is right there. So if I can get rid of that, I'll work on this top just a little bit more. But I don't want to take it down too far. It's pretty good. You gotta remember, I don't know if it's ever gonna be perfect. I could be here all day trying to get it perfect. It's just a box. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe a little bit more off of this corner. That's what I'm saying. You get too carried away, you're going to start changing the geometry of everything. So this corner a little bit. That's it. I'll take that right there. So we'll do the rest of them and then put some finish on them. So after sanding these edges here, inside edges as well, I've decided that I really don't have to work that hard at getting these things to look perfectly tight, because those little round edges give you a little bit of a look there for where the two edges come together. It gives you a little shadow line. So I'm really not that concerned anymore about, like here, this little gap right here. Not that big a deal. So, for what these are going to be used for, I think that looks just great. Nice box. I'm going to put some hinges on here and a latch. Line it with some felt. I got some more work to do yet, but it's going to be a dice game. So, got some more work to do on these other two. I got to get to it. So all I'm doing here is, again, I'm using this is now 120. Just breaking the edges like that. And then the inside. I'll go over this again with some folded up paper and hand sand it, but This sanding block does a great job of getting it prepared for that. Let's see, is that the right one? This way. So, same thing all the way around on this side. You know, outside edge, inside edge, bottom edge, and we'll be good. I'm in love with you now.